He has 3 now, thanks to what the, like if it, oh my god. Show-and-tell, hi guys, I'm Judy, and today I'm going to be watching One Piece episodes. Okay, I'm going to start with episode 53, as expected, but I looked up a list of fillers, and I'm going to skip to 61. So 53 and 61. I hope that, yeah, that's fine. I don't know, it's just like a really long show, so I feel that, yeah, the fillers, I probably should skip the, I don't think there are that much fillers in comparison, you know? So I'm just going to skip them unless, I mean, I'm going to do it. It's going to happen right now. Unless someone says like, no, you shouldn't have skipped that episode. So I'm going to watch it, I guess, if there's like something special. But, yeah, but overall, that's what I'm going to do. So, yeah. In the last episode, Luffy died, or he was prepared to die, and Buggy almost killed him. And then the storm, like, got in the way, and he escape, but he was totally prepared. Like he said, you know, sorry I died, and then he smiled, and it was kind of like, wow. So anyway though, but we escaped, and or at least we're on our way to the boat and to the ship, and Mr. Smokey, what was his name, Smokers, I don't know, he's after us though. He was like, oh, it's fate, like they don't want him to die, I'm going to kill him. Like he wasn't swayed from his path, so he's going to go after them. Since it's just like this one episode though, I'm assuming we're going to be, the fight with him is going to be over in this episode? I'm not sure. That's kind of weird. Okay, I don't know. I mean, unless there's not going to be like an actual fight with him, but like, yeah. So I don't know, but we'll see. Let's get into episode 53. Swim up the mountain and check out my Patreon to get ahead on One Piece reactions or other show reactions you might be interested in. But most importantly, I hope you enjoyed this reaction. It really helps my channel grow if you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Please make sure to support the original content, and let's get into it. Oh, it was so sad. You have to see the reactions to it. Yeah. So you're gonna do Heaven's job for it. Unless maybe you will catch up. Who are you? Couldn't they? What? What does that lead to? Oh, it just gave her momentum. Okay. Interesting. Why don't you always, you know, travel this way then? Why do you only choose? Oh, it didn't go after him. Like he just catches them in the smoke? Okay! Nice going, Smoker. Sanji will kill you. He wants cake. Oh, we're using our new goggles. It works. Okay, I'm getting around to the goggles. They I guess they don't look that ugly. How do you recognize she was a lady? I'm impressed. Like she... Yeah, we know. We know you didn't realize. Good for you that you did realize at this point. No, he just didn't tell you. He has 3 now. Thanks to you. Though. Yeah, that's what I think. Oh, he really cares about that, I'm sure. Yeah, I guess you're definitely not good enough to face him. Because he's not going to. No. No. Because you look like Queen. I don't know. No, that's not... Oh shit, you have this... Yes, but he defeated you. He wasn't doing it seriously and he defeated you. Yeah. Yeah, it's really weird. Okay, we are going to engage him. Does your smoke work? I mean, I guess it does, because you already used it, but it totally works. It's not affected by the storm. Like, I'm getting the feeling this fight is going to continue in, like... I don't know. Unless it's not. Unless we're not really fighting him. I don't know. Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. They could jump. I don't know. What's that? Go stop! I mean, the rain made him slip before, and now he's in the water. He manages to aim so well. I guess he adjusted himself, though. Knowing what kind of effect the rain will have on him now. Luffy's gonna say something that will let him pass? Okay, his body turns into smoke. And it's sturdy smoke that can take hold of things. That you can escape. Yeah, it's pretty hard to hit something that's so intangible. You're going to help them? Who are you? What? What is happening? That sword was like drawn in the middle of his hand. The world is waiting for an answer? What? So he made the storm. Oh yeah, I was thinking maybe he made the storm at the time. And it wasn't like a coincidence. It was someone looking out for Luffy. Maybe. For someone. Does he have the devil fruit of the storm or something? Drop fruit. I don't know. Usopp ended up here. Okay, wow. Or Luffy ended up there, or I don't know. And so just, okay, great. Everybody was kind of brought to the same place. I knew there would be throwing involved. I just thought that, you know, that Luffy had to be thrown or something. Or throw himself, but everyone else could swim. But yeah, this is way more efficient for sure. Who was that guy? He did it, probably. Oh. No, he's not. I mean, he's interfering with everyone who wants to leave, but okay. So he took an interest, this dragon dude took an interest in Luffy. For what? For defeating you? And he didn't take you seriously and defeated you. What do you want him to be serious? Like, why would, what? He doesn't need to. You always behave well. Maybe the dragon was looking out for Buggy. Because he's behaving so well. What did we do? Whoa, red line, yeah! Like, it's funny, because if you have a guy that fate is looking out for, or whatever, like someone took interest in him because he's like super special and whatever, and then you happen to be a guy, a different guy, who's after this guy, you might think like you're a buggy and things work out for you because it's like you're wearing the same place as Luffy because he's looking for Luffy or whatever, but like, and then you might think to yourself, oh, you know, fate is looking out for me or something, or people are looking out for me, and it's not true, it's not you, it's Luffy. Well, actually, whether it was intentional or not by someone's hand, Buggy did manage to escape, so I guess he is lucky, or fate is on his side. If anything, you could argue that fate is more on Buggy's side than Luffy, because Luffy, someone had to interfere for him to escape, and Buggy just kind of ended up benefiting from that. So in a way, you could say that fate is looking out for Buggy rather than Luffy. Fine. I mean, I guess so long as he follows Luffy, he gets to share in his luck in some ways. Like, as soon as he stops going after him, he's gonna start, I don't know, honestly. I'm sure that, like, at the same time, you know, a lot of bad things that happen to him are also because he's following Luffy. Like, I mean, he was hit by the storm, by the lightning, but whatever. At the same time, when Luffy was set free, so. Like, I thought maybe the dragon dude created the storm, but I'm not sure. I mean, he did seem to create the really strong wind that sent everybody flying, you know, and piled them up where they needed to go. Or at least, as he spoke, it happened. So it seemed like he made it happen. He's called Dragon. Maybe he has power. Some kind of devil fruit power or something. Storm power. And then if he could control it to that degree, then maybe he was really looking out specifically for Luffy. I don't know why, like, I guess he heard about him or something, or decided to help, but, like, it's not clear what the connection is. Dragon? Those tattoos are not something that we saw, right? It's someone we know. I guess for some reason this guy took an interest on the same day, like on the same day that Gold Roger died. Like I thought at first Smoker meant that, you know, it has something to do with Gold Roger, but maybe he was just like, because it was the day that he died and Luffy came here at the day that he died, so he had someone like kind of pay attention, like come here on the day that Gold Roger died, just so he could find maybe potentially a good candidate and be like, and he was impressed with Luffy and was like, okay, I'm gonna help it. I don't know. Or he heard about him before and kind of followed him around, which is a bit of a stalking, and we've never really seen any sign to it. So yeah, but who knows? So we really didn't actually engage with Smoker, but he's going after us. And also Tagishi. Like, honestly, I mean, okay, I understand that she's frustrated and she feels like, oh, you're going easy on me because I'm a woman or something. Like, I understand that she has these, like, concerns, but the fact is that you were like, he managed to throw your sword away. Maybe she wasn't fighting seriously either at that point. Maybe she was, like, feeling that he wasn't fighting seriously, and so she let him kind of throw her sword away, and then it didn't really count, I guess, or something. Yeah, and he couldn't, like, Zoro couldn't bring himself to fight her, like, I guess, like he would anyone else. Not because she's a woman in particular, but because she reminds him so much of Quina, and she also happens to say the same things, which angered him then as well. So, yeah, definitely understandable that he wouldn't be able to, like, kind of fight her like anyone else. Although I feel like I obviously wasn't expecting him to kill her. Like, okay, the fight was way too brief. Like, I guess they both didn't really put all their heart into it at some point. Like, Zoro didn't from the beginning, then she maybe was like, oh, you're not fighting me seriously. And then he actually told her why. Like, he couldn't fight her like that. Like, she reminded him of Queen and stuff. Like, it's like there's so many coincidences, right? And but like, yeah, like, it's not her fault. She's like, I don't even know this Queen. What do you want from me? It's interesting that, like, she looks exactly the same. She has swords and she has the same problem. I mean, okay, and she says the same things, at least. Like, it makes sense she would come across the same kind of prejudice or something against a girl with a sword. Like it makes sense they would have the same problems, but it, like, all kind of piles up, you know, into too many similarities to just pass up. So, I don't know. Like, I mean, they are gonna follow us. So I guess we will fight them again or something. And, you know, prove ourselves or come to some kind of conclusion in the battle. Like, this guy was so intent on not letting Luffy just, you know, just go into the Grand Line just like that. That he's totally forsaking, like, deserting his post just to go after him. Like, wow. Like, I think the idea that fate or whatever is looking out for Luffy made him even more angry, like, even more, I don't know, righteous, and feeling the need to, you know, to test him, I guess, to see if he's worth all of this. I can get that. Smoker obviously made this connection, this parallel between Roger and Luffy, and I think at this point it's not even really about, like, it's not about barring him from going into the Grand Line, because, yeah, I mean, he's already going into the Grand Line, but I think it's more Smoker just wanting to see, you know, how far Luffy would go at this point, because he reminds him so much of Gold Roger, and wanting to test him, I guess, when he gets the chance to. But I think it's, like, almost an excuse at this point. It feels like Smoker was kind of looking for, you know, pirates who are good enough to follow in Gold Roger's footsteps, and he, you know, found Luffy, and he can't accept that it's actually happening. Kind of like he's kind of in denial almost that he found what he was looking for, or more like he wasn't really looking. I think he believed that he would never find someone who would be worthy, and then he kind of did, and he doesn't know what to do about that. Like, he refuses to believe it so easily. His power is, like, is very hidden. Like, it's interesting. Like, it's definitely hard to fight someone who's turning into smoke. Like, you think you hit him and then he's smoke. And at the same time, he can also make it tangible enough. Like, I guess it kind of has like this force of momentum, I guess. That he kind of unleashes it, but also like, yeah, he can wrap people in the smoke. Like, turn his hands into smoke and then grab people to the point that they can't resist. It's like this mix of tangible and intangible, and yeah, wow. Like, it's definitely something we can defeat just like that. And Luffy, yeah, he didn't do much against it, but you know, he really didn't know what he was up against and didn't have time to really start fighting for real. And they would definitely, like, when we actually face this dude, there would definitely have to be like this kind of, you know, stretched out kind of fight where we figure out how to fight him. I'm assuming. Okay, so I'm skipping to episode 61. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, that was one hell of an adventure. Let's get into the next one.
もしそうだとすれば、グランドラインの入り口は山よ。山にぶつかれってか？なんだそれ。私はまさかと思ってたけど。
There isn't a pass or something? I think Usopp is having trouble, guys. Maybe you hit the mountain. It forces them with like momentum.
リバースマウンテンは冬島だから、このレッドラインにぶつかった海流は表層から深層へ潜る。誤って運河に入り損なったりしたら、ボーイングメリー号はレッドラインの岸壁にぶつかって。
So you need to aim really well.
要するに不思議山なんだな。まあ、わかんないでしょうけど。とにかくもうこの船は海流に乗っちゃってるから。舵取りさえ間違わなければリバースマウンテンの頂まで一気に登れるはずよ。グランドラインに向かった奴らは入る前に半分死ぬと聞いた。
No, we know why. Awesome. But yeah, you knew that the Grand Line was like this really mysterious, dangerous place. It makes sense that things here wouldn't be exactly normal. I guess it's even before they entered the Grand Line, but you know, makes sense that entering it would also be a challenge. Where's the canal though? Like, I thought it was a matter of like hitting the right current or something. But yeah. Yeah, you really need to find the right. Is that it? Oh. That's so interesting. Oh, okay, it's big. Damn. Like if it, oh my god, and if the current is so strong that you really oh god, Luffy. So are we heading I think you're going to ruin your ship at this rate without even okay. Exactly. As soon as you find it, you're like fine. I guess. What? What? We have a how do you say it? Stowaway? A stowaway at the ship? Oh, this dude again? Okay. Yeah. That was easy. Oh wow. Yeah, exactly. I wasn't even thinking about that. Like anyone falling like this, I don't think would survive it. That is pretty incredible. Did you turn into ice or something? What was that? Yeah, it's like a roller coaster. Except we don't have safety measures.
完璧なる海図を勇敢なる海の戦士の証を
Woo!
この先のどこかにワンピースがあるんだ
Yeah, we made it, yeah. I feel like if I watched, the filler arc, I would be like, whoa, a lot more. During these episodes, we met people that we probably will meet again, that we said we'll meet again or something. And here, I feel like Outpiece or whatever, probably won't. But maybe I'm wrong. Like, I mean, sometimes they incorporate filler details sometimes later on. At least in Naruto it happened. I don't know. And Bleach, I think. No, actually in Bleach, do they? No, I don't think so. I don't know. Well, in any case, yeah, I'm not too worried. Also, we kind of got, like, even if they do, I know this obvious. We kind of got the recap of what happened there, more or less. We got the important bits. So we made it. It's pretty cool to have, like, this is definitely a way to, like, breach something pretty magnificent, like in a ship on the water, being forced up a mountain and then, up to the summit and then kind of falling into it on the other side. Yeah, it's pretty great. And then you kind of see like this whole view spread under you, which is like a sea. And yeah, I mean, I think it's mostly the fact that it's like a ship and a sea, and usually you don't expect to be, to be thrown so high. Well, it depends on what kind of waves you're on, I guess. But like, it's such a, like, not in just like a sea, it's in like a terrain where there's like a mountain. I mean, we did break our rudder, and I get the feeling that with Luffy, we break a lot of things. So I guess they're used to that. They have a way of patching things up. But the rudder, maybe they can just kind of, sell it or something. Okay, so this definitely felt like this, just like the very start of this new arc. Like we just, like nothing really major happened, not in regards to the arc that I didn't watch, We just crossed into the Green Line, which is pretty major, but it's like not, yeah, it's just like kind of, crossing the line, starting the journey officially, but beyond that, nothing happened much. So, but it's great, and it's fun, and it's fun to see them like, having their dreams in their hearts, kind of driving them forward. I mean, like we had, the last episode where they were talking, where each of them made it very clear what their dream was and what they were drinking for in the celebration. And then here we kind of had this repeat scene, sort of them, each of them saying, oh, this is what I'm here for. Like, but okay. Like, it's just funny because it was pretty close together, and it's just like, yeah, I know. But, okay, yeah, it's the defining, yeah, it's the thing there that's pushing them. It's who they are, kind of. So, good to have a reminder every now and then, I guess. So, I'm looking forward to see how our journey, starts off. I feel like, I don't know, it could go, like, from really quietly, kind of not knowing what we walked into sort of thing, kind of thinking, oh yeah, this is pretty normal, we're just kind of sailing the sea, or it's kind of, it could start with a bang and we'd suddenly be surrounded by I don't know what, and we'll have to fight for our life right off the bat. So it could go either way, but I'm looking forward to finding out. So I hope you guys enjoy this reaction, and I will see you in the next one. Special thanks to my top Patreons, Redding Tier, Andy Plays All Night, Stone Tree, Terranor, and Michael Gabriel. And to the rest of my amazing Patreons, Without whose support, I would never be able to do any of this. Thank you so much.